Guys, for those that don't know, they actually patched out the bug where Qiyana could abuse first strike, double proc it with the passive, and Qiyana has been nerfed. The rune page that Beifeng just started running, okay, bottom left, electrocute setup. Stop doing first strike, it's not good anymore. Qiyana's win rate has been plummeting as of late. She's been hitting with nerf after nerf after nerf. Poor Beifeng, absolutely devastated that his champion's not completely broken. Feels like the guy's just been going through nerfs for about, what, 2 years now since we started first doing videos on the guy. Of course, this electrocute setup going to give you a little bit more damage in the early all-ins. But you're not able to get the same gold income first strike was providing. You can see him playing into a Malzahar here. A little bit of a tricky matchup. You've got to try and break that spell shield and look for the all-in. Problem is at level 6, Malzahar can silence and then just ult you, and you're not able to move. You gotta play really smart around that. Beifeng struggling to get into the top 10 on the Chinese super server, by the way, at the moment, guys. Gap closes a little bit. Once I go for the QWQ. Still sitting on a Q. I thought maybe he'd look like a Q flash ignite, but he didn't have his E cooldown, so he's gonna wait it out. The waves played perfectly here. And we should see an all-in a second. I'm wondering if he's going to opt for the flash or just an EQ. The ward out. Not sure what the Malz is doing. Malz does end up staying, pops the health potion. But the problem is we just used E. You'll see him E, probably onto the wave if Malz doesn't let him gap close. Q, invis, then looks for the E. Okay. Still holding the wave in a freeze position, guys. Very key. Makes the Malzahar have to move up. But level 4 here. If you can always think about all-inning as soon as you get that level advantage by 1 minion, guys. 1 level is worth so much gold. That even if you're in a disadvantaged matchup, gets the flash. Flash is in WQ. No, does that... Just calcs it perfectly. Knew the fadeaway. Malzahar pops the flash. We're going to hard shove this into a reset. And I think a lot of people fixate on Qiyana because it's so cool and fun to do in the solo kills in the early game. The #1 key to Qiyana is CSing correctly, guys. Too many of you guys just permanently look for these 1v1s and these solos. You forget to CS. Beifeng's CS is always so high that even without the solos, he's able to take over the game. It is such a surefire way of carrying games just by learning how to CS, which mainly comes down to wave management. It doesn't even come down that much to like minion last hit timing. It's more about how the wave is situated and if you can actually attack the wave and be able to play aggressively without the jungler always being like you're always overextended getting killed by the jungler. You miss so much CS in games. So Beifeng, great wave management, pulls the Malzahar ahead. Now you have 2 options here. You could pull this wave for another freeze. The opposite is let it crash. Not worth tanking a little bit too much of his health bar. And now he's going to regroup. Not level 6 yet, which is a little bit awkward. He's going to be late to the fight. I don't think it's worth committing. If you got the hard shove in here, that little hesitation, if you got the hard shove in here, you could deny the wave. Level 6, there we go. No chance, Malzahar. You're 2 levels down. You have to be the greediest player in the world if you walk through this way, guys. Team is just dropping the ball. He's hunting for the fiddle. Finds him. ER. Q. WQ will finish. WQ. Thank you very much. Grabs it. Goal here is to get the Kai'Sa and the doubles. WQ lands. Dyna's on the way. This is so awkward, man. You can tell he's just so focused on getting the doubles off of the Kai'Sa. I just don't think there's a scenario where you do it safely. Ugh. And now he can't tax away from the Draven and Malz gets the mid lane shove. Pretty... I would say it's greedy there, how he played this. With this electrocute setup, guys, a lot of the time he's doing prowlers, full damage. We saw when he was going the first strike, it was more of a mid to late game. So you go tier, you would get first strike, you kind of just trade with Eclipse, slowly build up, take over the game at 3-4 items. With this electrocute setup, you're aiming for pure damage, instant burst, snowball early game. We're back to that aggressive Qiyana style, right? Whilst when we're playing the slower, more steady first strike setup, you didn't really need to look for that snowball. You could just kind of bank the gold, wait, then completely outmove your opponents in the mid game around objectives like Dragon, Baron. Take over the game.
对面中到6级了，这个中野到6级，控到我，那就是一手动都动不了。
Wonder if he goes Mercs or goes a QSS this game. I know he hates Mercs because he usually likes the Lucidity Boot cooldown. EQ didn't cancel Spell Shield. That's awkward. You could also go for a Hex Trinker / more. It's whenever against double AP mid jungle. If you're an AP, you just go Mercs, insta rush. If you're AD, usually just Hex Trinker is going to insta win you the game. Malzahar uses the ultimate, waits, pops the ult. Ops the ignite, QW, catch you later Malzahar. Nice little solo under the tower, gonna shove this in, get a plate for himself. Fiddlesticks has shown bot. We have enough for our Prowlers in the base. What did tower plates used to give? I swear, did they give more? I swear when it first released, they used to give more gold. And then they nerfed it. Was that season 8, I think we got tower plating. For me in the mid lane, does he wait for boots here or no? For me in the mid lane, that was one of the biggest turning points was mid lane plates. It kind of changed the dynamic of mid lane, where it didn't necessarily stop the roaming playstyle, but it at least allows you to think about some type of counter. A little bit of kudos to Riot Games. They get a lot of hate the game and the design, but there's people somewhere in that company that know what they're doing. They got good changes coming through every couple of years. Takes them a while, but they get there in the end. See what I was talking about with this spell shield. You essentially have to break it, and then you're telegraphing, I'm going to go in on my next E. EQ Prowlers, and then you're going to save your W for the gap close in the last. Who doesn't land? Gets the brush. Gotta be careful with Fiddlesticks, maybe. Just look at the vision on the minimap, guys. Fiddlesticks, if he's anywhere, going to attack, it's going to be from bot side. We saw him top side just then, so now we know we can hover bot side. You have vision out like this, just... A lot of loyal players don't think about this, but like, if we have full vision of his top side and we don't see him, he's bot side. Don't hover bot side, he's going to come out of there. I know it seems like brain dead logic, but... I don't know. You guys have seen how your teammates play. They defy logic. Enemy bot lane overextend. How are we going to play this? Optimally, we don't use flash. Lance gets the Kai'Sa. Swain pops the ultimate. I'll move back out. Swain. Oh my god, Nami. What is that bubble? We still have Prowlers. We don't end up using it? Careful, bro. Swain support is so good. There we go. Prowler's in. EQ will finish. Don't have enough mana yet. Bam. Finishes with the autos. Draven should have went mid. He should have shoved bot. He does get the Hex Drinker next. Jesus, Fura. When you're against, I mean, Mal's Fiddle, like, it's a no-brainer. If you're playing Syndra, Mercs, Talia, Mercs. Playing Jace, Hex Drinker, Qiyana, Hex Drinker. I would go Mercs here in Qiyana because I'm a little... But Beifeng's an absolute Giga Chat. I reckon he's going to go Lucidity still. You almost never see him not go Lucidity because of the way it feels with being able to chain the invisibility as Malzahar toying with his life here. He gets the flash. Has Ignite. QWQ finishes. QWQ gets ulted. Drops tower aggro. That tower did 420? He does end up going down.
这打我一下没。
Greedy death, but a little bit of fun. Gets those city boots, like I said. Giga Chad. And I'm wondering if he's gonna finish. What do you reckon? Do we just finish them all? Or just go straight lethality? Could go Ghostblade. If you're looking to really steamroll. And shit, I wish there was a way they could introduce Qiyana into pro play without it being broken in solo queue.
兵长，对面这把恶心英雄很多。
I don't think Qiyana's ever gonna see. I mean, maybe jungle pro play, but I don't think Qiyana's ever gonna see lane pro play ever again. I just don't see how it's gonna be possible. Which is such a shame. Because to make her viable in pro, you're gonna have to buff certain aspects of the kit. Then in solo queue, she's gonna be too strong. It's kind of the same problem they're handling with Talia at the moment. But Talia's not that great in solo queue, but she's insane in competitive and pro play because you can stall out the early game, right? Much more safe, much more slow. You can come into your power spikes, level 9, level 12, level 15. And the ultimate is so much more potent in pro play. So they have to nerf her even more. But it's whatever. Owls, you greedy bugger. Prowler. Oh, Beifeng! You're so lucky that kills. He doesn't want to talk about that one.
这个人的走位太奇怪了，让我有点摸不透。
Try and get the tower now. It's 12 to 10. Where? The team is actually not doing too badly. We have a geese. Enemy 80 carry is 7 and 1. Need these plates. Fiddlesticks bot side. God. Qiyana's such a cool champ. I'm still banned off Qiyana. I don't know if any of you guys saw my recent YouTube video on my second channel.
点上币吧，我看扫描他们看不到我的。
I've watched more Qiyana Beifeng than anyone, I think. And I'm still probably the worst, probably top 10% of the worst Qiyanas in the world. Just embarrassing. I actually think, now listen to me. I think because I've watched so much Beifeng and I know what the champion's capable of, I overestimate myself. Whilst a casual Qiyana player doesn't have the same confidence and doesn't go for these crazy plays that I know are possible, they actually don't go for them. They have a better win rate. They don't make a fool of themselves. Me, I'm like, damn. I've seen Beifeng do a triple, double, treble, backflip, triple twist. I try and do that, and I break my spine. I think that's what's going on. Potentially... Let's see if he gets a 1v3. ER, double ultimate, takes out Kai'Sa first. Now, all eyes, can we get the Swain? WQ, gets the Swain, max range, looking for the third, 1v3. Goes in, Fiddlestick's a little bit tanky. Q, one more auto into Q, triple kill for the Beifenginator. Man, if he got CC'd or anything came through there, he was stuffed. Just insta-gibbs. You can see him, he throws his ultimates from a lot further away than you expect. Our hitbox, it stretches quite far. So don't be afraid to throw it, especially before you land to your opponent. You don't want to E in, land, and then R. You want to ER, and the R comes out in the animation, guys. A lot of people struggle with that. You do it from far away, so they get pushed back, can't react, can't stun. Then they get CC'd, and then they're nuked. And we do end up going the Ghost Blade. I know this guy in and out. From here on, you can probably finish the Hex Drinker into Geraldo's Grudge for penetration. Or we could go for a Bruiser setup. I've seen him do Death Dance occasionally. More Death Dance. Always a nice little combo. He wants to Invis Q. There you go. Invis Q out of vision. W across. They can't see you. You're in Fog of War. They move up. Bam. Obviously, when there's minions there and they take damage, it's pretty obvious what's going on. These minions. 16 to 14 in kills. 10-1-0 for Beifeng.
我抓不到人啊！
This game's gonna get harder and harder for us to play though. Mal's on. You're worth 1,000 gold here, so you don't want to risk anything too crazy. Finds the Kai'Sa.
你好，
Ni hao.
好快！
Oh, the CC I was talking about. He goes back into the two-man ultimate. Exhaust though. We get one, but that's 1,000 gold over to the Swain, just as I was saying. I think honestly, he went for way too much. The exhaust came out.
各种控制是虚弱的，有个虚弱的不？
Yep. Gonna get some penetration now. Look for the Strider's Grudge. Go Draven. Go Draven.
打闪还是一闪啊？闪现一 R， 闪现一 R 转。
Team clutches it, thank God. Dragon picked up. Dyna's got the Nash's Sunfire build. There's so many tanky builds getting around. I saw that they nerfed Sunfire, but what a lot of players are doing now is they're going Frostfire Gauntlet. Like, they'll do Blade of the Ruin King into Frostfire Gauntlet. And it's like the same, it's like the same thing. It's just stupid. These pseudo tank builds that offer, you have so much percent health or damage, like base numbers, and then you just invincible. It's a little bit silly. Right, games. Fiddle. ER. See auto down. Aren't nuke people anymore. Back in my day, bro, that'd be a one-shot. Qiyana didn't hit. Got her legs and arms chopped off. Flash and 30. No one bot side. I wouldn't mind slipping to that bot side lane for 2 towers or so, but for now top side.
对面 AD 直接出了个表呀，这压力有点太大了。
On. 2 wards here. Oh, goes across, finds the mouse. Gotta be careful. Gets CC'd. And gets mouse ulted. He's dead. You can't play like that, guys. That is my Qiyana. That is my Qiyana right there. That's our Qiyana. Beifeng greeds. He needs a QSS. Oh my god, no. Did we just throw... And this is what happens every time I play Qiyana. They just throw the entire game. They're all dead.
这控制给我吸住。
Ay. Do not... If Dyna dies... Dyna's dead. Huge bounty. Swain's a monster. Or from that 1,000 gold. A lot of small deaths. It's like, this is what happens a lot in League of Legends, right? You're really far ahead. You have 1,000 gold bounty. You look for a play, you make a mistake. You give 1,000 gold to somebody. At that point, because you're so far ahead, you're like, damn, I was looking for a play. It's fine. My team sucks, yada, yada, yada. But when you give those very large bounties to players, it will come back to bite you in the ass 10, 20 minutes down the track. Trust me. It is like a butterfly effect, a snowball effect. It is huge. You can't give these bounties over, man. 1,000 gold is just ridiculous. And on a support like Swain, who honestly is going to be able to 1v1 a lot of characters later on. Should get this kill. EQ will finish. EQ. WQ. R. Auto gets the 1v2. Isa. Anyways, he bounces back. He wants this mouse. Breaks the spell shield. X Drinker procced into the invis. I don't think, yeah, just give it to Draven. I don't think you really want to burn your flash. Might have to here. Holds it. Going back in. Careful for the Fiddlesticks. Might be holding. Fiddlesticks was there, just like I thought. Gets the invis. Can look for the EQ in a second here. Oh my god, Kai'Sa. Swain and Kai'Sa are back up. This Swain is a monster. Get out. Swain ulti. Wayne's got Leandry's Rylai's here. Ugh.
对呀、
You could cheese it. Gets the grudge. Doesn't cheese it. What a mess. Chinese super server, dude.
你们不会敢拿大龙吧？我操，胆子真的太大了，兄弟。这波拿不了50。
The most messy server I've ever played
3个
on.
人嘛，3个人也想打呀。
Like a lot of you,
中了，
if you are looking to play for fun,
一个一个
I'm here fiddle. Dude, if you're looking to play for fun, funnest server, easily. If you're looking to climb and play to win, most annoying server. You will get so frustrated on this server, dude. Every game, it feels like there's 50 kills at 10 minutes. And a lot of your team, even when slightly behind or ahead, they'll just take stupid fights. Just dumb. They're gone.
不在这吗？
And I kind of liked the first strike tier Qiyana build because the mana. I always run on Qiyana, so like obviously when you don't go tier, you have to run Presence of Mind. It's like a... I mean, that's standard for Qiyana. Most Qiyana players should know that. You can't get away on this champion without a little bit of mana sustain, whether it be from tier, whether it be from Presence of Mind. It's just not possible. Ultimate in 3 seconds. Gets the kill onto the fiddle. Wants to look for the turn. ER. That was absolutely brilliant. The dodge on the on. Comes through. Can hop over here. Goes in. Ooh, has to blow the flash. Gets the exhaust from the Swain. Jukes out on the E. Nummy bottle lands. E.
开个玩笑。
Get out, get out, get out! Oh, yeah. A little bit of spamming there. Not able to make it work. His team gets the dragon. We're one Drake off of Soul Point. Raven goes Essence Collector. Proper aggressive build. Coming out of base now. We've paid the QSS tax. Now, this is advanced. We have Prowess to use plus QSS to use. A lot of you players are like, oh, it's only 2 actives. I can use it perfectly. I don't think you can. I don't think so, guys. I'm maxed out, usually on 2 to 3 actives. Bruh. A little bit of fancy work there. Ice is feeling herself. Ornn comes through. No idea where that went.
没撞到啊。是奥文。
I feel like he wants to go in. I feel like he wants to get Mal's ulted.
先上 AD。来吸我，就等你吸我。
Dead. Needs to get the bush.
完了就是
Yeah.
反向逃跑。
You can't live
一直
here.
减速我呀，别呀。
This
哇
guy just limit
什么鬼
testing.
啊这都
You
跑
can
不
tell
了
he just waited and
Don't
he just
play
wanted to
this
try and
guy.
test out that QSS. Good pop onto the
我写的
fiddle
这个大
six.
招还一直在减速我，2个冰上对面。
Alright, we're essentially full build here. Infernal up in 2 mins. Little map timers on the mini-map, guys, on buffs and all that type of stuff. That's just part of the Chinese client. When I played on the Super Server, I got those as well. It was kind of weird because I was playing... Jesus. I was playing between Korea and China, so like... you kind of get used to them, and then you come back to Korea and you kind of feel a little bit naked. Actually very strange. I know there's plenty of apps and stuff out there that give third-party data now on flashes, Baron timers, all that type of stuff. If you're a very forgetful person or like you're a data-driven guy, I mean, maybe it'll help you out. Sometimes it will be a little bit too much of an overload. You'll be thinking about too many things sometimes, though. Be careful with that. Little 6. That's the greediest double buffs I've ever seen. Give me them. Flash.
压力这么大，
He's pretty quick. EW. Here to finish.
哦，那杨竟然撞出来
One
了。
gets the double ult knock. I reckon he's going to try and bait this in. Ultimate up in 3. He's looking for it. EQ. Wants to try and get the spacing behind and then ult them back in. Oh. Dude. He's on vision here.
追得上我，
It's the only 2-man. Invis again. We don't have QSS, by the way.
别吸我，我先走了。
Oh! Didn't get the bush.
哎
Gets
吸不
in.
到，没视野，难不难说？玩的就是风筝。
I hate this.
哎呦，吸不到我，难不难说？撞我，隐身，
He should die now.
先拉走。
Oh my god, he missed the Q. Goodbye. Spam. Ladies and gentlemen, Beifeng Qiyana. I think this Fiora and Diana are going to end the game. Doesn't matter how many nerfs happen. Doesn't matter what goes on. Beifeng always going to be goated and the absolute king on this champion. Able to make it work in any elo he plays. Guy's the actual GOAT. I'll see you guys in the next review. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Good luck in your games. Please don't int on Qiyana. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.